What's going on, y'all? Tein with the Digital Realty Team of LPT Realty here, and today we're going to be going over how to properly set up a business plan so it's foolproof and you have the exact key performance indicators, KPI, to know exactly how many contacts you need to hit, how many leads need to be generated, how many appointments set, how many appointments met in order to hit your financial goal, right? The reason why I came out with this video is because when I was a new agent, I had a financial goal set, but did not know of exactly how to go about it in order to hit that goal. And if you're one of those people that's out there, then you're gonna tune in for this video because that's exactly what we're going to cover. You have a financial number you wanna hit? Now, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how we break that down into daily activities, weekly activities, and as well monthly activities to hit your financial goal. So let's dive into it.
So who's actually laid out like their 2023 business plan already? Like, okay, so I know you, like most people, what's up, Revo?
I have, but like I said, I rushed through it.
Okay,
That's
so
what I mean.
most people, what they do is they just put a income goal and then that's it, right? Well, then a lot of the times what you're going to run into, what most people also run into because they do that, they don't have an exact game plan of how many contacts they need to hit and whatnot to essentially get to the goal. And then there's really no meaning behind the numbers, right? So Johan, when you told me like you have a number, but I'm like, all right, how many contacts you got to hit? You don't really know that. This is why I wanted to have this meeting, because essentially what we're going to do today will allow you to reverse engineer your income goal to hit the contacts, appointments, all that, right? So you can kind of have a KPI to work off of, because if you don't have any numbers to look at, then you're working blind essentially, right? You want to begin with like an end in mind. Does that make sense? So the first thing we need to do when we create a business plan, you got to identify a goal. All right. So for example, like Johan, what's your income goal?
So my goal for this year is 100,000.
Okay, got it. How about you, Caesar?
Oh man, I'm trying to make like 250.
250. Okay, got it. How about you, Cedric? You're on mute, Cedric.
My income goal, hopefully I'll dedicate more time because I dibble and dabble in so many different investments. So I know last year I did 30. So hopefully I can possibly double that, at least make 75.
Got it. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Focus
Awesome.
on other endeavors.
Awesome. Hey, for the people that just joined, go to the Google Docs, make a copy. Don't work off of that exact one. And Angela, do you have an income goal in mind?
This is my first year full time, so between 75 and 100.
Okay, got it. Jessica?
Prefer hopefully at least 80.
80?
I've been
Okay,
an agent for about 4 months. So
All right,
at
cool.
least 80.
Cool. How about you, Revo?
I think realistically 100K, but I don't know. I've never hit 100K, but I'd like to make like at least 250, but I don't know. What do you think?
Got it. How about you, John?
100,000.
What is it?
100,000.
100,000? All right, cool. So now let me ask you guys this. Why do you want to earn what you want?
Well, for me, it's because this is the reason why I joined the business. I wanted to take my skills and my income to a different level where I wasn't making it at my old job. So yeah, I mean, I think that
What were you making at your old job?
I was making around like 75.
Nice. Oh, cool.
I mean, I wasn't making mad money, so that's why I need to make 100,000 in order for this to make sense for me.
Awesome. And it's kind of good that this is going to go to my next question. You were making 75,000, you want to make 100,000, 25,000 more. And where a lot of people mess up on when I ask the question, like, hey, why do you want to earn that amount? Like, for Caesar, for example, 250. Why do you want to earn 250? What's special about 250?
Oh man, I'm trying to make more. That's just the something feasible for me, because I've made 80, 100 grand on my own before.
Nice.
In the past.
As a barber?
Yeah, I made 100 grand before, bro, but I fucked it all off. But now I want to see what it feels like to make 250, $500,000, $1 million. I'm gonna do that with your help.
No, awesome, man. And you know, the reason why I ask you guys this is because with real estate, it's like you're doing, I mean, as you guys that are on the calls with me every day, you already see how it is. You're doing something that's super easy to do, but also super easy not to do, right? And you're going to go through a lot of pain, a lot of rejection. Like that's just the reality behind it. Regardless if you're working buyers or sellers, goes both ways. You're going to be going through a lot of pain. And the numbers that you put in mind, if it doesn't make sense logically, like for example, for somebody that was making 65,000 and then their goal is 150,000, right? Like, is the pain really going to be worth it for them to hit the 150,000 if they're comfortable at 65,000, right? So this is where a lot of people mess up, is if they're making 65, 75,000, whatever it is, and they're comfortable with that, and there's no pain involved, right? Then that's where you start messing up. Because for Johan, for example, you were making 75,000. So what happens if you don't hit 75,000 this year?
I'm upside down, I'm negative. And eventually I'm gonna have to either I mean I don't have no options, honestly. Like it's either I make it or I make it, bro.
Yeah.
But I can't, I'm not going back to no regular
Yeah, but
job.
think about it. What happens? Like you obviously have
Yeah,
an
man.
goal. You
Yeah, I mean my income with my family, you know, like everything, you know, like how am I gonna pay the bills? The you know, everything in my life is based on that, because I already have like my certain expenses that
Well,
are
tell me
based
more.
like,
Tell me more. Like tell me more. What happens with Valentina? What happens with the baby? Tell me
yeah,
more.
man. I mean, it'll be really difficult. Right now, I'm the main income in the house. So yeah, if I don't provide that, it will be disaster, man. I
Yeah.
need to make.
Yep. And that's as you start going through the growing pains, the struggles that you're going to face, you need to remember that. Like if you don't hit that, the pain that's going to come involved with it is going to be a lot more than if the work that you have to put in, right? And Caesar, how about you? Like you obviously were. It sounds like you were a high earner in your last job, 100,000 doing barber, right? So with you, when you transitioned to a full-time agent, what, like it wasn't too long ago, right?
Yeah, I still have a part-time job, bro. Like I'll work like two every now and then to make some money, to make some extra money. So if I have to, like, you know what I mean? Like I explained to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
this is gonna happen, bro.
Yep. So what happens if you don't? What happens if you don't hit your 250,000? What if you hit 150,000?
Oh man, I'll just be a little disappointed in myself, but that's not bad, you know. 150 is not bad. But
Yeah. But what happens if you don't hit 100,000 this year, like similar to what you had your other job? Does it impact you anyway?
oh, it's more. It's not. That's not gonna happen. That's not happening, bro. That's not happening.
Good, man. John, for you, what happens if you don't hit the 100,000?
If I don't hit the 100,000, it'll be a very disappointing year for me.
But why? Like, why?
I'll
What's
let
going to happen? What's going to change with your lifestyle if you don't hit 100,000? Is anything going to change?
I'll let myself down. I'll let my my son down. Basically, yeah,
Zeus?
He's gonna have to return Zeus.
it'll be very disappointing.
Yep. And that's the one thing that a lot of people overlook when they set goals, right? Because otherwise that goal has absolutely zero meaning if you don't have a pain involved with it, right? So like, for example, for me, when I first started my first year, similar situation you're kind of in, Johan. Like I was at 55 or 65. I can't remember what I ended up with in New York, W-2 job. It's been a while, but I quit my job, bought a house down here in Virginia, and went all in on real estate. If I didn't hit my real estate numbers, I would literally look like an ass, because I moved to a brand new state where I didn't know anybody. I bought a house, I quit my job. I would have lost the house eventually as well, right? So those were the pains involved with me not hitting my goal, right? So, and luckily I ran across a good coach and essentially was able to do what we're about to do today. So another thing to keep in mind too is, does the actual goal make sense, right? So what I mean by that is people that, like for example, like less than 5% of the entire US make between less than 5% makes between $250,000 to $500,000. So that's like the top echelon of people making high income earnings, right? So if you have a goal of hitting those numbers, you need to also understand what that means is you're going to have to put in a shit ton of work, and you're going to have to perfect your skills because of the fact that less than 5% in the US, everybody wants to make 250, 500, 100,000, whatever it is, right? But you need to make sure that it actually makes sense and your actions align with your goal. You can't be the person to make 5 contacts a day and also be able to earn even 100,000 and above, quite honestly. You can't be that person to do 5 contacts a day, call it a day, and then have admiration of hitting 250, 500,000, even 100,000, right? That's just not realistic. Your goals need to align with your actions. So that's one thing that people need to realize. All right. So now what we're going to do is you guys all have the Google Docs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And this is all based off of numbers that I'm in multiple coaching programs. This is all based off of numbers from coaching programs and as well my own experience. So like and this is why I wanted to do today, because Johan, like for you to hit 100,000, you need to know what your KPIs are. KPIs mean key performance indicators. The most important numbers in real estate are these things right here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So contact per hour, contact to lead, leads to appointment set, leads to appointment met to clients, clients to sold. So I'm more listing heavy, but I have in here clients because this same ideology applies regardless if you're working buyers or sellers. Listings are one of the hardest things in the industry. So if you can master listings, you can master buyers easily because the conversations with buyers are a lot easier because the majority of them just wants to see a home. And then you go see the home, build a relationship, and boom, done and over with. So if these numbers you can work off of, you can use that for anything in the business, but these are the key performance indicators. All right. So these numbers you see here, again, are based off of coaching programs I'm in and as well personal experience. So we'll go through the first one. This one right here, contacts per hour. So those of you that are prospecting, it's going to be dependent on the market, the timing that you're calling, right? Things like that. But there's averages. So these are averages. So the average contact per hour is probably going to be over time 5 contacts per hour. I don't know if you guys, the ones that are prospecting right now, can agree to that, is close to that. What are your thoughts on that, Johan?
It's a little bit higher at this moment with the new like whitelist thing. We're probably getting around like 9, 10 an hour.
All right, cool. So now this goes back to me. We want to work off of worst case scenarios, right? Market shifts happen, things like that. So it's good if your contacts per hour is even higher. Because that's something that you'll have to figure out on your end. You can plug and play, but the averages, you can't get an average off of working 10 days, right? Averages happens from a year, 2 years of you keeping data. And this is where keeping track of what you're doing on a daily basis matters a ton because that's how you end up getting averages. All right. Now, contacts the lead. Every 12 contact that you made, you should be able to convert 1 lead. Again, your numbers might be different, Johan, like you mentioned before. Do not edit in the document, whoever that's in there. Make a copy. Contacts per lead, leads to appointment set, right? So for every lead, for every close to 4 or 5 leads, you should be able to get 1 appointment set, right? So these are essentially the stats. Next, appointment set to appointment met. So you're going to have cancellations in this business. You set an appointment, there's a 65% chance of that appointment going through, or the other 35 of it not going through, right? So this is something that we want to keep in mind. We can't assume it's always going to be, you set an appointment, you're always going to that appointment. And then from there, appointment met to clients, all right? So 25% of the people you meet will become clients. And this is the 25% is off of National Associations of Realtor number, the 25%. So yours could be higher or lower depending on how much practice you do and as well your market, right? Things like that take into play. So these are things that will change over time, but this is the average that we can work off of to determine your KPIs. All right. And we also want to understand that if you write an offer gets accepted, there is a possibility the deal could fall through at all the other contingencies. Same thing with listings. You know, you pick up a client, doesn't guarantee that it's going to be a sale. That's why expires exist. That's why withdrawals exist. That's why fall throughs exist. So you have to keep that in mind. So we're going to work off of that 75% of our clients will actually close. All right. So you have 25% of that not happening. So for example, if you are, you know, that essentially means if you want to get, Johan, you want $100,000. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, your commission, average commission, $5,000. That means you need 20 deals, right? So, but in order to get 20 deals, if we're working off of this, that means realistically, you need to get about 25 under contract, right? Or either essentially listings taken. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna use 100,000 was my magic number. That just you know, that just seems to be everyone's magic number in the beginning. So we can, for everybody that have their income goal, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna type in your income goal. So 100,000 is what I'll put on my side over here. All right. Let me know. I'll give like 5-10 seconds, and then we'll go to the next. All right. Transaction goal, as I was mentioning before, this is where you need to know your average commissions in your area based off of your average sales price. All right. So, and work off of worst case scenario. So if your average commission is 3%, and then it's, you know, let's just say $5,000 or $6,000, just bring it down to like 5,000, just so in this way you can work off of worst case scenario. So we'll work off of, in this scenario, to keep it simple, $5,000 average commission, which is going to take us 8 transactions in order to hit that 100,000 goal. All right. But if you to do that math, you just literally 100,000 divided by whatever your average commission is. And this will get you the 20. Just type in the chat K whenever everyone's done with that. Cool. John, you done? Everybody else done? Just type in the chat K if you're done with that. Otherwise, I am moving on in 5 seconds. Cool. All right. Now, what we're gonna do, let me see if I can share in my calculator. Let's see. All right. All right, so I got a really wide monitor. I'm going to try to see if this works. Otherwise, someone with a single monitor might have to share the screen. All right. Sharon, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Is it big enough for everybody?
It's blurry.
long. Yeah, it's really long.
It's
All right.
blurry.
All right. Johan, you want to share your screen? I'll walk
Yeah.
you through it.
Bro.
Share your screen and then open up a calculator as well. All right. All right. So what you're going to do now, we know you need to hit 17 transactions. So type in 17. You're going to go ahead, divide, because we know not everything's going to close. So you need to divide by 75. Type in 75 because the percentage is 75% is going to sell. Hit the percent sign on your calculator and hit equal. All right. So you need about 23 going 23 offers written, going on the contract, or listings taken. All right.
So that goes under
Clients needed. So you need about 23 clients, whether if it's a buyer going on the contract or a listing taken.
okay. Anything
All right.
that gets sold, yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, any client that's interested in whether buying.
Exactly. Buying with buyer or sell. So you need about 23 clients in order to hit your 17 transaction goal. Now, open up the you still have calculator open?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Open that up. And now you're going to divide that by 25%. So hit the percent sign again. All right. So that means you need about 91 appointments.
Can you do that? What was the calculation again for that clients needed?
Yeah,
No, the
for
appointments needed. The appointments needed.
appointments needed is going to be your clients needed
Okay.
divided by your appointments met to clients ratio. Appointment met to client ratio, so it could be equivalent of you meeting with a buyer, getting a buyer agreement, or just
So it's divided by this
25%. Yeah, you're gonna
Okay.
correct. Yep. So Johan, you need to go on 91 appointments for the year.
Okay.
So it could be a buyer consultation, it could be a seller listing presentation, whichever.
So
Got it.
All right, cool. So now next, appointments set needed. All right, because as we mentioned before, not all appointments will be met. The appointments you set won't be met. So now you're going to divide that number right there, Johan, by 65.
Okay, so
Percent.
we're working backwards.
Yep, exactly. We're working backwards.
I need
All right.
around 140.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Round it up to 140. We round it up because we want worst case scenarios.
Leads is 20%.
Yep. And then now we're going to go to the leads, divide that by 20%.
Divide the appointments set needed by 20%, T?
Well, yeah, because I want you to look at the math, right? So we just did appointment set needed. We need 140 appointments set, right? So now we're trying to figure out how many leads needed, right? So you're going to divide the lead. You see how up top it says leads to appointment set? So we're going to divide that by 20 now. 20%.
So
Oh,
how many appointments did you need, Johan?
I need 140 appointments.
Set appointments.
I need to set 140 appointments, but that appointments that I need actually like
To
done
met.
is 21 appointments. The ones that I like actually go in person and meet.
Okay, what was your appointment set needed?
So
140.
my appointment set needed is 140. Out of the 140, realistically, probably I'll go in around 91 appointments realistically in person because some of them
35%
are
going
gonna
to
fall
cancel.
off. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think I messed up between appointments needed and appointment set needed.
And make sure you're hitting the percent sign, because if you don't do that, then you just have to move the decimal.
Yeah, I just multiply by 100.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So
So
I need 698 leads, 700 basically.
correct. Yep. Because your leads to appointment set is 20%. So you need 698 or 700. Yeah, whatever, 700. All right.
And then it's 5 contacts more or less an hour that you're making.
Contacts needed. So contacts to lead 700 divided by the 12%.
12% sign.
So that means you need about 5,812 contacts for the year.
damn. Yo, Tein, can we rewind just a little bit, please, bro?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
appointments needed. I'm sorry. Appointments set needed. I'm at 164. Then I divided that by 25%. So then I got 8 leads.
Why'd you divide by 20?
I don't know. I got fucking confused. I don't even know why.
So go back to what was your appointment set needed?
At 164.
So you do 164,
Uh-huh.
and then you're gonna multiply that times 0.2.
Okay.
Or you could divide with 5.
Divide or multiply?
I just do divide. So
Okay.
that's so one whatever you had, 160 something, right? Divided by
0.2.
20, and then hit the percent sign
Okay.
and equal.
Oh, 820. Okay. That's where I fucked up.
Yep, so you need 820 leads.
Damn.
Hold on. What did you do? What did you do again, Caesar? What was your
What
appointment
is
speed?
it? So appointment set needed. I need 164 appointments set. And then so then you divide that by 20%, and it'll give you how many leads you need in order to set 164 appointments. You get it? So like, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, where are you at, Cedric? You want to share your screen?
Yeah, let me stop sharing my screen so you can share your screen.
Yeah, share your screen.
Okay, yeah, I was okay. Hold on.
You know how to share it?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Mr. Green.
Revo.
By contacts, you mean the people that when you ring them, you talk to them, right?
Yeah. Oh, I should have clarified that. So contacts is pretty much somebody that if it's Bob, you call Bob, Bob picks up. Yes, it's Bob, and he tells you to fuck off. That's a contact.
Oh, okay, cool.
You confirm that is Bob still, right? If you know what doesn't count as a contact, you're looking for Bob, and then as Susie picks up, that does not count as a contact unless you try to pitch her on your services. Then it would technically count as a contact.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I had the 25 transaction goals. Clients needed was 33. And then I did the 33 divided by the 25%.
Scroll 33 divided by 25. Yep. Okay.
And then I multiplied that by 100. I got 132.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
next is 132.
Hold on, I can't even click in there.
So on that one, you're gonna have to push tab. Push tab.
Oh, or hit space. Just
Yeah.
hit space.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said it's 132
Divided by
divided by
65%. Or you could do the math you were doing, whichever.
okay. So that'd be 203.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
So now you're gonna look up how many leads you need to set those 203 appointments.
So yeah, 203 divided by 20%, or however you're doing your math. I just do the percent because then it gets you right to that number instead of doing the times 100.
Yeah. So that gives you 1,015.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Put the comma.
Yeah. And then scroll down.
You say
So
do what?
everyone's number is going to look a little different because of the average commissions. So Cedric is probably working off of a lower average sales commission because he's got 25 and same $100,000 goal. Does that make sense? So it depends on your market that you're in.
What market is Cedric in?
He's in the same market, but over in like Portsmouth area. Depends on where he services.
Yeah.
Virginia?
What happened?
Virginia?
Yeah. Yep. So now 1,015 divided by 12%.
You said divided by 12%, and that gives 8,000 for the
Damn.
Damn.
That's for the year. That's for the year. That's for the year.
Oh, okay.
That's nothing. That's for the year.
No, mine. I was surprised that mine. I didn't even see his. God damn, it's two.
All right. And then
I thought
now,
it was scary, but it's not that scary.
yeah, now 8,458 divided by 5 because we're gonna get 5 contacts per hour.
Johan, tell me your number when you get it. You heard me? Yeah.
So that's 1,691 hours of prospecting.
I got 1,163.
1163?
Divided by 5%.
No,
No,
just divide
is it
by 5.
5?
Just divide by 5 because it's just contact.
Johan, what average number you use for the?
'Cause we get 5 contacts per hour, so you're just dividing it by 5. Because right now what we're trying to determine is how many hours needed.
Johan, what average commission you use for the commission?
Tein told me to do it lower, so I only did $6,000.
Okay.
So the reason for that, John, why I said to do lower is because we could work off of worst case scenarios
I know. Okay.
in
Yeah.
case if he runs into commission problems, whatever.
That's accurate.
All right. And then now we'll wait to see if everyone's. Angela, you good to go? Revo, you good to go?
We're good.
Cool.
So you take these yearly goals
Now
and
you're going to divide it by
break them
12.
down into monthly and weekly.
Yep, exactly. So now what we're going to do, just like that, Cedric, go back up.
Okay, I got you.
So go back up. And then we're going to do $100,000 divided by 12. All right.
Okay, I got it.
100,000 divided by 12.
So now you know what your monthly number needs to be.
Hey T,
Cedric, can you scroll back up for a second?
it's not letting me click on that. On
Yeah,
like,
just go click on the question mark
Thank you.
area, and then you should be good.
I'm good, thanks.
It's because of the bar, the graph or whatever thing. So you just got to mess around with it a little bit. Click around like the words, and then
Okay.
hit. Yeah, you have to click around the words.
and then we put 250, and then what was the next steps?
Well, now we're just breaking it down to monthly. So every number that you have, just
Uh-huh.
divide it by 12 because we're breaking it down by months now.
Okay.
So just follow, like income goal, for example, what they're asking, what we're looking for next income goal. If yours is 250 divided by 12. All right. And one of the things too, guys, in real estate, you start your business planning like October, November. Like this, what you're doing right now. We're doing it late just because some people missed it. So what you need to start this October, November because real estate works in 3 to 4 month cycles. So what I mean by that is pipeline maturity. It takes a lead from when you first talk to them, unless you really get lucky and they're just like ready to make a move right away. It takes a lead from when you first talk to them on average about 3 to 4 months in order to actually turn into a transaction, right? So that is the reason why you start planning in October, November for your following year.
So that would mean like on mine. So I divided that shit. So then it says income goal monthly. Now it says 20,000. So then that's what I have to make a month.
Yeah. 250. It's just 250 divided by 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, 21,000 actually, 20,833. So just round it up to 21,000 for you.
Did I do that math wrong?
Maybe, I don't know. I just did 250,000 divided by 12.
Yeah, it's 12. It's 20. Oh yeah, you're right. 21. You were right. Yeah.
And then same thing with the transactions. Whatever transactions you got, you divide it by 12. Right. So everything that you're seeing on the monthly plan, you're dividing by 12 right now because we're breaking it down now to bite size and months.
That makes sense now. I didn't understand that before. Thank you. T.
Cedric, you don't want to click next by like the income goals area. Yeah. And then now just move arrow and then space.
Transaction goal, you got 2, John?
Huh?
Transaction goal, you got 2? Or 1?
Transaction goal
Transaction goal for monthly, you got 2 or 1?
2 because you can't do 1.5.
A rental.
It's like back in high school. What did you put for number 1?
I can imagine John doing that all day long.
Oh,
I
that
did
was-
the same shit though.
that was all high school with cheating.
I still remember this girl snit on me. Damn Cynthia Chang.
Chang, she was Asian, I'm assuming.
Yep.
She changed your life, Tein.
Snitched
Changed
on me.
your life forever.
And China.
Huh.
I mean, a login for Agent Success.
Oh, Johan's got it. I don't have an account.
You cancel?
Yeah. I canceled it, but then but this is recording, John. I'm using it for something. Don't get off topic.
You don't want talking about Asian people.
I know.
There's gonna be sent to other people for training. So all right, I'm done for the month. Now
All right.
weekly, right?
Yep,
Same thing.
now
as
you're gonna
the
break-
before?
Now you divide. Yep, exactly.
Divide weekly by 7.
No, 4. You only have 4 weeks in a month.
Oh, okay. I thought that we did it. My bad.
And then for those of you that might be ahead, for daily, you're going to put in whatever amount of days you actually work in the week. So if it's 3, it's 3. Like if you're part-time, you get what I'm saying? So like for me, I put 6. I work 6 days a week.
24/7, maybe.
Huh?
Nothing.
You all right with that, Caesar?
Oh, I'm just getting so fucking excited, bro. You fucking breaking this shit down like this? Oh my god, bro. God damn. I'm like, damn. It's like so overwhelming. And then I was like, let me simplify this shit down. And then I was like,
One
oh,
second. I got someone knocking on the door.
holy moly.
Essay.
Yeah, this is the whole point of it, Caesar. So then we could break it down. Now you know what you need to hit on a daily aspect.
You're
And for
awesome.
people that don't know, like another thing too, now you got to figure out where you're going to get leads from, right? So,
Mojo.
yep, but not everybody's just pure listing focused here. So like for buyers and whatnot, they got to figure that part out.
So now on that third page, Hayne, we take that
Divide by 4.
take that monthly number and divide it by 4.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you make 2,000 in a week?
2000 what?
2,000 in a week?
What do you mean?
Because when you divide it by 4, it says transaction goal. You have to make at least 2,000 a week.
You're messing up something.
Wait, where, John?
He got transaction goal 2,000 a week. He messed up somewhere.
Oh wait, yeah. So
How many transactions do you want to do? 2.
for the weekly? They don't include income goal. It skips that and goes to
Correct.
transaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
And the daily is different too. The daily is less.
Yep.
Okay.
Revo, what's up, man?
Clients needed is I mean by the day it's 7, right? For
No.
daily?
So if you're up to the daily part, it's dependent on how many days you work. So unless you're truly working 7 days a week, if you're working 7 days a week, yes, put 7. But if you're truly only working 4 or 5 days a week, then put 4 or 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
But some people are part-time agents. So
got you.
So what was the transaction goal? What?
you're
Okay.
you're at weekly right now, Cedric?
Yeah.
So scroll back up. I don't know what your transaction
My
goal was.
transaction monthly was 2.
2?
So
Okay, yeah, so it's gonna come down. It's gonna get a little where you at? Yep. So if you're on weekly, so this is where the transaction part won't be as big of a deal. What we're really trying to get to, guys, is the key performance indicators, which are the clients, appointments met, right? Things like that. So like if the numbers are going to get funky in regards to like transactions because it's going to break down to whatever the math is, right? But you could round that up, make it 1 transaction a week, right?
Okay.
Whatever it is, but that's what the realistically math is, 0.5 transactions, which we know can't happen.
Oh, 1. Okay, yeah.
So it would be the same thing for like clients needed on the daily, like.
Yeah. Really, like what we're trying to get down to is the key indicators of leads, contacts, appointment set, appointment met, right? Everything else, the numbers are going to look funky.
Okay.
I was just about to ask you that.
but now it's 0.5 transactions a week. So, that's 2 transactions a month. Yeah. And clients needed 0.75 a week. You're in daily or weekly right now, Cedric?
Weekly.
Okay.
I have a question. Will this include the lead source, or this is just in general?
This is just in general, but if you need like a list of lead sources, I can definitely get you something.
Because I normally call FSBOs and expires, but here in my area, in Florida in general, there's a lot of absentee owners.
Yep.
So I was trying to either do bullseye prospecting or tackle those as well, just to add the lead source.
Yeah, this is just in general. So you can you can do circle prospecting, doesn't matter really, right? So but with the FSBOs and expires, obviously they're more low-hanging fruits. So
Yeah, and the competition it's higher, and as a newer agent,
yeah,
it's
circle
difficult.
prospecting. Yeah, circle prospecting, or what you say bullseye prospecting. It could be really, really good and efficient because what you're going to be doing is you're going to build up a database over time of
Mhm.
people. Essentially, if you do it right and you provide value to them on a monthly, weekly basis, whatever it is, they're going to become your clients, and that's essentially how the people that are doing 100 plus, 200 plus deals. That's how they're doing it. They're not just straight up calling FSBOs and expires. There just isn't enough in order to get that amount of transactions with just
Mhm.
FSBOs and expires.
Yeah, I was practicing that with William, and I was telling him exactly that. Like, I need to add that pillar of business to mine,
Yeah.
so I have something to build my database, because FSBOs and expires, they're really good once you get good at it.
Yep. Yeah.
But it takes time.
Yeah. But same thing with circle prospecting. Don't get it wrong. Circle prospecting actually takes even longer.
Mhm.
But if you're full time and you're putting in the volume, you will get lucky and get listings.
Yeah.
Because you speak to if you talk to 8,000 people, well, like if you call 8,000 numbers and you get like 4,000 contacts in a month, whatever it is, you're bound to run into 1 or 2 sellers that's literally ready to do business within the next 1 to 3 months, right?
Yeah,
So,
I recently got call tools too, which is I'm getting kind of like my feet wet with that, and it's definitely way better.
nice. Yeah, but circle prospecting is definitely could be a good thing. Yeah, because one thing too, Patricia, with so when the market started changing back in beginning of 2020 with COVID and all that, for the people that were relying strictly on just FSBOs, they would have gotten really hurt because every FSBO was selling on their own for about 1.5 to 2 years.
Oh yeah.
So that's like around the same time frame when I started adding in circle prospecting to my pillar.
Yeah, here FSBOs still kind of sell on their own, but not as often as before. Like, I had a couple of FSBOs that I have been following up with, but they are with flat fee companies, which I think it's stupid. To each their.
Cedric, you're doing the daily right now or no?
Yeah, I'm doing a daily.
Okay.
I would just go focus on the leads needed. Do we got to do the?
Hey Cedric, can I see Johan's screen real quick? Johan, you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, sweet. I'm curious. I want to see Johan's screen.
What'd you do for the daily numbers?
Yeah,
Jay, what'd you do for daily numbers?
you're gonna see.
Yeah, he's about to show the screen,
Dale.
so you could cheat off of him.
Yep. Are you sure that they're accurate?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
So you need literally 5 hours prospecting a day, Johan, to hit your number.
Yeah, because going back over here on the business plan, I need 97 hours of prospecting. Dividing this by 4 is 25 for the month.
For the week.
I mean for the week. Then you divide those 25 by the week is 5 a day. Because I base it based on 5 days. Obviously, some days I'm gonna work. Some weeks I'm gonna work 6, but I just just to challenge myself a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enough values.
Yeah, I did it based on 5 days.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, I mean, I usually work 6, but just 6 days always gonna be more beneficial if I just add
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you do 6, then it'll definitely be super beneficial for you. But
Exactly.
now you see what I was talking about, Johan. Now you got literally breakdowns of the key indicators that you need to hit in order to get your financial goals. So now you just focus on that,
On
the
this.
daily activities. It'll add up over time to essentially what, the weekly, the monthly, all that.
Dude, it's crazy how the math works and how like they always said 30 contacts is the golden number.
It is,
Shit,
bro.
right
That
there,
shit is
bro.
crazy. Yeah,
Look at it right there.
that shit is crazy. How many contacts do you need, Jeff?
I need 30, bro. Exactly 30.
That's dope. I need 28, so that's fucking dope. I'm gonna hit 30. I'm gonna try to hit 28, 30. That shit is dope.
Tein, don't show this to any kids.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Oh no, I was just playing.
Oh, because they're cursing.
Oh shit, my yeah, my bad.
There's no kids that's gonna
I
be
cuss
watching.
like a fucking sailor, bro. I don't know why.
Me too. But so that was the whole point of today's video, and I was jumping on a call because now you have an exact breakdown of your daily activities needed. Now you know what you need to do to get to where you want to. All right. Does that help?
Does.
Beyond words, beyond. God dang, bro. It really is a fucking numbers game like this, Tank.
Yeah, man. And then once you start leveling up too, what's going to end up happening is like physically, it's not going to be possible for you to hit certain metrics. So then that's when you start bringing people on to help you hit those metrics.
It's funny because I apply like these same KPIs in the trucking industry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we try to figure out like daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly numbers, and based on those numbers, we can figure out what we can eliminate to maximize our profits.
Yeah.
But I never did it with the real estate, the being a realtor.
Yeah, man. When you know what you got to hit, then you're good. So
Yeah,
focus on that. But like for you, Suffolk, you got to figure out what, as we talked about, because you're limited to hours on
yeah,
a daily basis. So you got to figure out what you want to really go after, right? Because there's so many ways to get it done, but you need to do something consistently in order to get it done.
exactly.
So
Cedric,
right.
Now that we've broken down your annual financial goal into monthly, weekly, and daily actions that you can take to hit those numbers, let's go out there and kick some ass, all right? Let's make some phone calls, let's go door knocking, whatever it is to get your contacts in and build those relationships, nurture them so we can help them out come that time when they're ready. All right, this is completely doable. We've helped out agents that have zero experience in regards to getting listings, and now they're doing 20 plus listings a year, becoming top agents in their market. So this is doable. There's no excuses. Take action, do the work, and you'll get the results. You just gotta trust the process, all right? And if you found this information valuable, please hit the like button, the thumbs up. That'll let YouTube know that we're doing a good job, and hopefully it'll spread our message across the others in YouTube, because we do this for completely free. And if you could hit the subscribe button, because you'll get notified as soon as we drop another video like this one. And please feel free to share this with anyone that you might think would consider this information valuable, all right? And if you could, comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to help answer, see what we can do to help you out. And if you're also thinking about possibly switching brokerages and exploring the opportunity over here at LPT Realty, reach out at the information down below. All right, let's chat, see if it makes sense at all for us to possibly partner up over here at Freedom Growth Partners. And most importantly, we want to help you grow. All right, so let's go out there, kick some ass. Until next time.